All right, guys and gals, welcome back again to another completely unstructured, I don't know, half an hour to an hour of just incoherent babble about the internet and other things in
Meaningless
life.
nonsense.
Yeah, it's just another ramble video. Um, we're having some more beers tonight, and I think that's what we're gonna call this episode. Is probably shut the fuck up and have another beer. Yeah, probably good, pretty good little title.
I like it.
Yeah, that's what Jason's been telling me for like the entire night is just shut the fuck up and have another beer. So,
Well, I didn't hear you arguing, so
well, I mean, I never argue when somebody's like, "Oh, have another beer." Like, okay,
right.
all right. So, Jason, you went out. Sister's birthday today. Actually, what did you said your sister got a tattoo on her wrist? Yeah,
Yesterday, correct.
yeah. What did she get?
It's the alchemy symbol for copper, which I guess also represents the goddess of like creativity. And you know my sister; she's very imaginative, creative, artistic. So I mean, it's really fitting to her.
Yeah, we should probably have her on here instead of Jason. Yeah, probably be a good
Wow,
idea.
wow. Okay, shut the
That's
fuck
pretty.
up and have another beer. Yeah. Okay, done.
So that was that's pretty cool. That's her first tattoo.
No, it's her second.
Oh, it's
Her
her
first one
second.
was a couple years ago. It was it's just a little owl on one of her on her knuckle.
Oh, just like a little baby tattoo. I got you. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
This one was like size of like maybe it's like 2 inches by 2 inches on
Oh,
her
it's real
wrist.
little. Okay, yeah. That's
Yeah,
pretty
so I
cool.
mean it took all of like 20 minutes for the guy to actually do the tattoo.
That's cool. How much did she pay for it?
It was just shop minimum, which was $80.
80 bones.
Yeah. Well, she paid 60 for the little owl.
What? Jesus, dude. I
Yeah.
paid like
Shop minimum, bud. Shop minimum.
shop minimum. She should have been like, all right, I want this and then something else to like, you know, like get your 80 bucks worth. I feel. God, I feel like I don't know if it's gone up or what, but like I think what I paid like it was like 3 sessions for my forearm, and I think I paid. God, I think I only paid like $130 or something like that. 140
Oh.
bucks with tip.
I mean, honestly, like in total on all of my tattoos, I've spent easily over a grand. Uh,
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
the one that I had, well, fixed, right? The wolf portrait that I've got. When he redid that, he just charged me $100 each session. I gave him $20 tip. So I paid 240 to have him redo it when the original tattoo cost 440.
So you spent like 500 on your wolf tattoo on your
That'd
calf.
be more like 680 total.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't really fully paying attention. You were
Yeah,
just like,
yeah, exactly. You see, this is what beer is doing to you. Have another one, by all means.
well, that's why you're fucking it up because you keep telling me to have another beer, so it's your fault, not mine. But yeah, that's just crazy. Well, that one on your arm is actually pretty big though. On your shoulder cap, right? That's probably
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I mean
that's
it's like half my it's about half my my shoulder and into my bicep. Yeah,
yeah, so probably like 9 inches by 6, right?
I'm sure we can go with that.
Yeah, well, just trying to guesstimate here. But I mean, like that would make sense though, because that's got color and like shading, and it's like an actual tattoo.
Yeah, this
When
was hours of work, not I mean in different sessions. Whereas like 20 minutes for a tattoo, $80. Like,
see
how
that
does that
just
make
seems
sense?
yeah, that just seems crazy. Because like the little one that I have on this forearm, I spent like 20 bucks on that. I basically just paid the dude for the needle and the ink. Like that was it. And then he met me next door, and I bought him like 2 or 3 beers later on. So it's like I don't know. That's just crazy, man. Like I just couldn't. Like I said, like I spent. What is that?
I don't know, but there's some like high pitched noise going on in the background right now. That's actually pretty funny because I'm hearing it come through on the mic.
Yeah, right. I was like, what the fuck is that? Jesus Christ! Hold on. All right, another one of those moments. So I guess that's just gonna turn into a thing. Now I'm like extremely interested because like in the last episode the dogs were barking in the back, so like you could hear the dogs barking. And now it's like high pitched like fucking children in the street playing or something. Like the ice cream truck must be around the corner. But it's like now I'm just waiting for the annoying sound that Jason's gonna make somewhere within this recording to where like right when I'm talking he's gonna do something. You're trying too hard. That's not the like the other time it was like the vape nation, like you're just like right like right in the middle
Oh,
of
if
what
you
I was
like, I
talking.
can go ahead and do that. It's sitting like 2 feet away from me. Not even 2 feet.
No. See now you're gonna try and now it's not gonna be genuine. Like you know what I'm saying?
Continue to tell me what I'm doing wrong with my life, Cody. Thank you. It makes me feel so much better. Appreciate it.
Like we talked about this in the last episode, like pointing out the shortcomings of others.
Kind of what we do.
Yep. It's fun though. Like it's super fun. Like speaking of the shortcomings of others and just pointing out what they do wrong with their life. Right before we started, I was reading an article of some dude that he ran over a Ten Commandments, like a monument that the state had built at the Capitol House. But like the reason that it caught my eye was because apparently this dude was like he yelled freedom before he did it. Like and like you know when you're reading that it automatically just inserts Mel Gibson's voice.
Yes, thank you. I didn't want to have to say it, but that's exactly what went through my head.
From like Braveheart, right?
Braveheart, yes.
Yeah, you just hear like freedom, like you know, you see red-faced fucking Mel Gibson before he dies, like in Braveheart. So like that's what I was thinking that this dude was doing, like you know, and it had a picture of like the shaggy-faced man or whatever, but like I automatically just like pictured Mel Gibson just ramming through in his fucking, you know, in his Braveheart costume into this Ten Commandments thing. But I mean, like he's really religious, so I don't think that would happen, right? Like he wouldn't do that. He'd be all like, "Oh, yeah, good for you guys." So, did you happen? All right, we're gonna try again. It's the third time. Did you find any stupid shit on the internet today?
All right, so before I answer this, I'm going to ask you a question.
Go.
What's
dude.
the definition of insanity?
Oh, that's a good joke. Good. That was a good joke. I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that actually. So just like continuously do it. Like for those of you that don't know what the definition of insanity is, it's just like doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I guess me asking Jason if he took 5 minutes out of his day to find some stupid shit on the internet to talk about is just too much. Like it just doesn't happen that way. Like what? I just don't understand. Like I found like I watched like before we started, like we were just kind of hanging out, and I started the Facebook page for the cast today. I'll put a link in the description if you want to go check it out. Really not that glamorous. I'll put some more work into it. Give it some time. I was sitting around eating Captain Crunch and watching cartoons all day today. I didn't have time for anything else. I was extremely busy. So, but I'll get to it. But, so Jason, like I told him, I was like, yo, I created the Facebook page. And then he was like, oh, that's cool. Let me check it out. And then he sat on his phone for like 20 minutes.
All right, hang on. Don't you dare over exaggerate this.
It was a good 20 minutes.
Were you timing me?
I had time to drink like a beer and a half.
I see you drink a beer and a half in 20 seconds. 20 minutes? Really?
We don't have a hose and a funnel here, so I didn't drink that beer and a half that quickly. But like I was just like it was like 15 or 20 minutes probably, you know, something around that. Like, you know, guaranteed like I probably drink a beer every like I don't know, it probably takes me like 10 minutes to drink a beer. Like, you know, we're just drinking Bud Light, like we're not drinking it. Let me get one before you close it. Nice. But like, you know, so it only takes like 10 minutes to drink a beer. So like I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, like 20 minutes, whatever, beer and a half, like whatever. Or actually, I was giving myself the benefit of the doubt that I'm not an alcoholic and I didn't drink 2 beers in 20 minutes. Um, but I just like assumed that you would have found something. But like, so what you need to do, Jason, is another challenge because, well, here it is. It's Friday night. I got, dude. Tomorrow you got some shit to do. You gotta like go into area chat in ESO. You gotta get to level 15.
Oh, son of a bitch! I forgot about that.
Right? You see, like you just forget everything. Like it
No,
seems
it's
like
not that I forget everything. It's just the fact that like my Saturday has actually been quickly filling up. I completely spaced on it, so it's like, oh, good God, there's actually a lot of crap I gotta do tomorrow. Adulting, kids, stay young forever. If I could go back to elementary school and like play at recess every day again, I would. I
God,
would.
man,
in a
back when life was simple, and your friends not like, hey, play a video game for 2 hours and see if you can't find some weird shit on the internet. Like your obligations are just stacking up right now. It's crazy. I wish like like one of my bosses would come up and be like, all right, I'm gonna go and do this, fucking play video games, look for a crazy person on the internet. All right.
So hang on, if I'm understanding this correctly, Cody, are you referring to yourself as my boss?
Well, no, but I mean like nobody else in my life gives me things that are like that, like nobody else will tell me to do something and I like have to do it or I feel that I need to do it.
All right, well,
Like
Cody, that moment is about to happen. You need to finish your beer.
I just opened this beer.
Prove to the world you can drink it in 10 seconds.
I'm not gonna broadcast alcoholism to the internet. Like, all right, I'll tell you what. I'll finish this beer, and I'll let you talk about something while I finish this beer. Okay?
Oh, good God. Yeah, put me on the spot. I've got absolutely nothing. Um, so a crazy thing happened today. I was actually out shopping with my sister, right? It's her birthday, so I decided to take her out. I told her, it's like, you know what, here, we'll go to the mall, whatever you want, I'll pay for it. You want to go to Barnes and Noble because she likes to go to Barnes and Noble. It's like, hey, we'll go. I'll buy you whatever you want. Pick it out. So we pull up to Barnes and Noble, and as we're getting out of the car, this guy comes walking up and he's like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. Is there any way I could wash your windows? I'm only asking for $1. And I've seen the guy and his wife in the parking lot, multiple times. It's pretty much where they hang out. They're always wearing the same clothes and all that. And it's like, I've seen him walking through the parking lot with food. So I know that, he's genuine in what he's doing. He's actually looking for money for food to go eat, right? So neither my sister or myself have any cash. So she just says, you know what? I've got a boatload of change. She has him come over the car. She just starts pulling all kinds of change out of the car. I mean, she's got to have like easily $20 in change, right? She hands the guy.
Jesus.
I know, right? So she she hands him all this stuff, and while she's handing him all this change, she's telling me the story, their story and all that. I'm feeling pretty bad, so it's like, you know what, dude, I don't have any cash on me. Let me go inside. Let me find an ATM. You're going to be around this parking lot, right? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, let me go find an ATM. I'll get you some cash, all right? So I feel like really bad because apparently they got 2 kids at home, okay? And so I find an ATM. I pull out $40. I went ahead and pulled out $40 and was like, you know what? Here, this will give him a little something, take home the kids, whatever. After we leave Barnes & Noble, I go and I find him in the parking lot, and I go walking up to him. And as I'm walking up, his wife is with him this time. And this time, as I'm getting closer, I'm actually getting a good look at her face. And she's making eye contact with me, and I was like, no, this can't be her. I know this chick. I have worked with this chick. When I was doing the business before, she was actually part of, my mentor's downline and all that. She was, she spent a great deal of time with me. So I walk up and I just looked at her and I was like, I said her name and he's like, yeah, this is my wife, so-and-so. And I was like, well, now I know you're not bullshitting because I know she's got at least one kid. And handed him the $40. He's like, oh my God, man, this is awesome. And it was awkward because my sister knows her as well, but my sister was in the car at this time. So we go, we eat, we leave, we go and we eat, right? Then as we're driving back to the house, like 2 miles down the road from Barnes and Noble. We drive right by them, and we come to a red light as they come walking by, and it's like there they are, and we make eye contact with them again. And it's just like, hey, it was just, I mean, this whole situation.
So
Weird.
you gave them like $60.
Roughly.
What? Jesus, dude. $60 in like an hour.
Yeah.
That's like those crazy, like those stories that you hear about people that like panhandle in like California and shit like that on like busy
Well, see,
intersections.
and like I said, this is the one thing. Like I've actually seen them multiple times. You know, every time they're always down there. They're trying to wash windows. I've seen them washing windows, and I've actually seen them take the money that they've been given and walk into like Macaroni Gills right there, or whatever, get something to eat real quick, and then they're walking around the parking lot with a box of food in their hand, still trying to wash windows. So I mean, it's like I know they're actually legitimately trying to make some money.
Well, I mean, yeah, if I went down to a parking lot and I hung out and people gave me a bunch of money, like, and I could eat at Macaroni Grill.
I've never eaten there, so I have no idea what their prices are.
Oh my god, Macaroni Grill is insane. Like it's like $20 for a cheeseburger. Like get the
kidding.
fuck out of here. No, like it's a pretty big portion. Great restaurant. Like it's fantastic. Like you get the chance, go eat there. It's fucking great. They got this raspberry white chocolate cheesecake. I would fucking kill somebody for a slice of that cheesecake. That shit is delicious. Anyways, beyond me selling my soul for one of these cheesecakes, like if I made that kind of money in like an hour or something panhandling right there, then like yeah, I'd eat at Macaroni Grill too and like get food like while I was standing out there. Like yeah, like that's like a job. I wonder if you asked him how much money he made.
Basically, what he told me was that right now the only job that he has, he's working only 18 hours a week. That's all they're giving him, and that's why he's out there trying to earn money.
Dude, that's just like his day off, chilling out there.
See, and this is why I don't typically tell you these stories, because you will do everything that you can to belittle any kind of like good doing that I'm trying to do. Like I actually, felt like I was trying to help this person, and you're just going to be like, yeah, see, you're a fucking idiot because this person just basically played you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you got played, my dude. No, it's just crazy to me that like, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess it's work ethic. So I guess I can't be like, oh, what a fucking this fucking guy. Like, I can't be like that because he's actually out there like trying. But like at the same time, like he's asking, I don't know, different topic. Like, let's just go ahead and change that.
I'm sorry, you actually kind of put me on the spot. That was the only thing I had in my head, so I wasn't just going to sit there in complete and total silence for the next like 10 minutes while you drank your beer. Because yeah, apparently it does take you 10 minutes to drink a beer, even if it is Bud Light.
Well, no, you were just like you were like on like you were talking and shit like that. Like I finished my beer probably by the time it took you to get to the change part of that story. Like the first encounter to where your sister gave them change, the beer was done. And then you just like continued on. And then I was like, is this going to be like a heartfelt moment or like am I going to get mad about this? And then I really don't know how I feel about that situation. I don't know, that's weird. I'm going to go out into a parking lot one day and like just like have somebody record it and just ask people for money all day and see. But like I don't think that I could do it. I don't think that I'm very approachable as a human being.
I'm not gonna lie, you're a big person. You come walking up on anybody, and it's just kind of like, who the fuck is this? What the fuck does he want? Is he a threat? Is he a
They're
bear?
probably gonna
Is he
think
a
that I'm
bear?
trying to rob them. Yeah, they're like, there's a fucking bear in the best bad parking lot right now. There's a bear. But yeah, that's it. That's insane to me. Like, well, because like I was saying, before, is like there's some people in California that panhandle like that in like a busy area, but they make like $60,000 a year panhandling. Just people just giving them money. Like they live fantastic lives just panhandling, just having people give them money. And that just like blows my mind. I mean, I guess if anything, like you finding a little bit of faith in humanity right there. But at that point, if you're making that much money, like if people are giving you that much money, Like, what is it actually doing to that person's work ethic? Like, are you gonna go try to find a job for like $10 an hour, $12 an hour, if you can make 60 grand a year hanging out at an intersection asking people for money? Like when I was 18, we did a little, like, we played like this little joke, right? Like, right there where 395 gets off at South Virginia, like right by the mall exit, right there by Big Five.
I'm aware.
Uh, me and two buddies, Max and Leo, we
You shall rename nameless.
no Max and Leo, yeah, like that.
No, I know. I got it. I got it. It's just basically, it's like now you're putting other people on point here.
Oh yeah, well, they'll tell you the story if you ever like ran into them. Like they'd probably tell it to you. It's fucking hilarious, actually. We made a sign that was like ninjas killed my parents, need money for kung fu lessons, and then on the other side of this little cardboard sign, we wrote, "I bet you can't hit me with a quarter." So, like, I stood there for a few minutes and like I had the whole, ninjas killed my parents, need money for kung fu lessons. And like I made like $2 in like 20 minutes or some shit. And then I flipped the sign over and said, "I bet you can't hit me with a quarter." And people threw change at me for like 15 minutes. And I probably made like $7 if like, just taunting people from their vehicles. And then actually this dude that came up that like he had one of those big signs like like blowout sale over here, go over and check this store out, blowout sale. And he came up and he like alley catted me. Like he fucking walked up on me and like being as big as I am, and especially back then being as big as I was like twice the size I am now. I was like, bro, I was huge. And this dude came up and alley catted me, like walked around in a circle, and he was all like, "This is my corner." And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's all, "This is where I work. This is my corner. You can't stand here." And I was like,
And here, I thought this was America. I could stand on any fucking corner.
yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, like, what a dickbag. Like, I don't even know, like, if he actually thought that I was, like, homeless or something like that, and he just, like, came up to belittle a homeless person. He's like, "Oh, I'm standing here, and I have a neon green sign on a piece of was it PVC? PVC pipe. Sorry.
PVC, correct.
Yeah, I had video games on my mind, and I was like, PvP pipe, like, player versus player, Jason. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I'm not as stupid as I look.
God, I hope not, man. Fuck. But like, so like, he's like, "I have a giant green sign on PVC pipe. I'm better than you, fucking piece of cardboard trash." And it's just like, he got hella mad. So when I sit there like that, you can get me another beer.
You know what's fucked up is I could actually hear you drinking that. I can actually hear you getting fatter.
Dude, I gotta watch Tommy Boy again soon. It's been too long since I've watched that movie.
And for those of you that don't know us, if you actually go to the Facebook page, you'll notice that the cover photo is from Tommy Boy. It's just because for years that's in mine and Cody's movie. It's like we could go days quoting that fucking movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's so good. And then it's just like, because I've always, like, I'm a big dude, and Jason's not tiny, but like, I guess like as big as I am, like I'm Chris Farley size compared to him as being David Spade. Like, it's like, it would work. Like, I've been telling him for years, I'm like, dude, we should be Chris Farley and David Spade for Halloween. And just like go out as fucking, Richard and Tommy. But yeah, that picture is just so classic. I love that moment. On the Facebook page, it's just like, it's just Chris Farley and David Spade standing next to each other after they hit the deer in the highway. And it's like that moment when they're like, "Well, maybe if you hadn't been distracting me, I wouldn't have, like, you wouldn't have been distracting me. I could have reacted and seen it." Oh god, dude, it's so great.
I just love it when they make that first stop afterwards. It's like, yeah, not an air freshener in the back of the car. It's a rotting deer carcass. It's like he just loses his shit. It's like we just killed Bambi.
Yeah, that moment when he like pulls his hair and then he just like stands up and he's just like,
Put me in touch. He called me crazy.
oh man, that shit's hilarious though. I'm gonna have to give that one a watch here. And like I said, it's been too long since I've seen that fucking movie, and it's hilarious to me. I love it. Too good, too good. But anyways, so you said that your mom and pops paid for your sister's tattoo,
Yeah, that was their birthday gift to her.
and then you took her to the mall,
I took her to the mall today. Yes.
and then what did she end up buying again? I'm sorry.
Well, we walked in and, basically I told her it's like, well, because I mean, she's a bit of a gamer too, so I thought we were going to go to GameStop, and believe it or not, we didn't even go to GameStop. But we walk in, and I was like, so you want to go to GameStop? She's like, I guess, maybe, I don't know. And I was like, well, here, tell you what, why don't you just walk around, and then when you see something you like, you'll let me know.
Damn,
And
like
so,
that's actually a pretty solid like birthday gift. Like just
so
some like letting somebody take you window shopping at the fucking mall.
right, so we walk
Motherfucker,
at
you a
the end.
window shopper? 50
So
Cent is
we
hella
walk,
gangster right now. See what
to the
happens
food
when
court.
you feed me 6 Bud Lights in an hour. You feed me 6 Bud Lights in an hour, and I start fucking rapping 50
I was gonna
Cent over
say, yeah,
here.
you went from being a metalhead down to rapping.
50. Hey, actually, like 50 Cent isn't that bad.
Oh, fucking
Like,
right. I wasn't in the middle of telling a story or nothing,
all
but
right,
all right.
all
Yeah,
right,
thanks.
all right. So you and your sister are walking around the mall, and you're letting your sister window shop.
Basically, yeah. So we get to the end of the food court, and she spots Build-A-Bear. She's like, "Can we go to Build-A-Bear?" I was like, "Do you want Build-A-Bear?" She's like, "Yes." All right, well, let's go. And keep in mind, my sister just turned 20 years old. Okay, she's
Yeah, that's what's pretty funny though. Like, because we're fucking. I'm a man child.
oh yeah, no, I have no problem whatsoever admitting to the fact
Like,
that I'm an overgrown child.
like I said earlier, I spent all day eating Captain Crunch and watching cartoons. That was not an exaggeration whatsoever. I ate like 3 bowls of Captain Crunch and watched cartoons for like 6 hours today.
How I envy you. So
Whatever.
anyway, so we walk in, right, and immediately she's the first thing on the wall that she sees is Pokemon, right? So she's immediately drawn to this, and she's just like, look at it," And then all of a sudden she spots the fluffy unicorn from Despicable Me.
Yeah,
The ver-
that's dope, dude. That's so
and,
dope.
and as soon as she saw it, she was just like, "It's a fluffy! I have to have the fluffy!"
That's
I was
fucking
just like,
funny.
oh, it was actually pretty funny. But yeah, so she ended up getting the fluffy unicorn. Then went to this game store. I forget what it's actually called, but it's like actual games, like board games, puzzles, all kinds of shit, right? So we walk in there. She picked up some 3D puzzles. Yeah, she picked up some 3D puzzles. And then from there, we ended up going to Barnes & Noble. And at Barnes & Noble, she bought a book. And then what are those things called? They're like pops or pots or whatever they are. They're like those little figurines that you keep in the boxes. Uh,
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what they're called.
Yeah,
No,
they're just
no.
little tiny little figurines, and like little boxes, whatever. Anyway, she got a Gandalf and the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland.
Nice. There's like so many topics that I want to talk about that whole story. Like one, that moment in Despicable Me when that adorable little fucking girl gets that unicorn. When I was going to school in San Francisco, I my buddy my buddy gave me a lolly, right? So, and it had like a hash center to it. And he was like, "Yo, you want this lolly?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I like, started to eat it. And then I was like, looked at my watch and I was like, I'm fucking late. So I just like crunched it down and just ate it. An hour and a half goes by. Like, and I'm sitting in this dimly lit computer lab. And I'd finished everything that I was supposed to do. And I had like a half an hour, 20 minutes later, like left of this class. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch Despicable Me on my laptop. And I got to that moment, and I was like so zoned in on my computer screen, and I had, headphones on,
Right.
and that little girl was all like, "It's so fluffy," and she loses her shit, and I laughed so fucking hard. It was like a knee slapper, like when you get like almost like a half silent laugh, and you like slap your chest, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, oh, oh. So I laughed that hard, and then I realized where I am, and I look up, and there's just like 25 people turned around, like looking at me, and then I look up, and the professor is just like shaking his head. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, dude.
No, and I know exactly how you feel about that because I mean, when you and I lived together when we were roommates, that was your fucking notification. I swear to God, I can remember numerous times you sitting on one couch, I'm sitting on the other, and we're just sitting there, just watching TV or whatever, and all you hear continuously for like 2 hours at a time, like every fucking 2 minutes. It's so fluffy,
and it just
It's
got
just like-
funnier every fucking time. I love that part. But that's pretty cool. She got a Gandalf and a what now for those little
the
figurines?
Cheshire Cat.
Oh, the Cheshire Cat. All right. Not too stoked on the Cheshire Cat, but the Gandalf, though, on the other hand, pretty fucking dope. Pretty proud about that.
She said they had a Sauron, or was it Sauron? I don't remember which one she said they had. I didn't see it, but yeah, she told me that when we got back to the house, and I was just like, "Whoa, nice."
Like, do you know, has she read the Lord of the Rings books?
I believe she does have the set. I don't know if she's read them.
Well, I hope she's read them. Because actually...
Oh, all right, right. I mean, I've got a pretty nice little library starting, but most of my stuff's, business related and whatnot.
Jason's got like 12 books, and he's like, I got a fucking library. No, I'm kidding. It's more like 16 books.
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And just so you know, that's more than that, you ass. Anyways, but my sister, she's got one of those like a big ass bookshelf or whatever. She's got like probably half of that thing filled right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
But that's pretty dope that she like would read that. Like, I really enjoyed all those books, and I really enjoyed Gandalf. And like the other day, I saw this picture on Facebook, and it was like it had like Gandalf and like excuse me, sorry about that. It had like Gandalf and like two people from Game of Thrones, and it had like Freddy and Jason and just like all these powerful mythical characters. But it was like pick one character to help you defeat the rest of the characters. And like all these people were like they were like D-Leg. Oh no, like I think Wolverine was on there as well, so like Wolverine was in there. And everybody's like, I'd take like Wolverine, or I'd take like Freddy, or I'd take Jason, or some shit like that, And I was like, I don't think that I would do that. Like, I was like, Gandalf is on this list. And like all these people were like, oh well, this, that, and the other with this fucking thing. Like, oh dude, it's so good. Like, he'd be so good. Like Wolverine can't die. Drop him into the water and he fucking dies. Like, are you kidding me? Like, fucking can't swim. But like, I was like, all these people had
every living
no idea.
being needs
God,
oxygen.
dude, fucking peeking through your fucking mic or my mic or something. Jesus.
Hello?
Yeah, don't do that. That peaks your mic. It's terrible. But so I just can't. Like, nobody knows who Gandalf is. Like, most of the people just think that Gandalf is this character from what they've seen in the Lord of the Rings movies. You know?
Okay.
And it's like Gandalf is oh so much more than that. Like Gandalf has been to places in fucking Tolkien's universe to where like he's like one of the most powerful beings in the universe and he could destroy any one of these characters at any given moment. And I just love that your sister picked that Gandalf. That's pretty dope, dude. Good for her. Like just being a fucking nerd. And like, actually the other day when like you were like, "Oh, like I'm gonna take," like when you guys, I think you were getting a tattoo when I said that. And I was like, "Oh, tell your sister she's a nerd and happy birthday." And she was all, "Oh, I am a nerd. I know." And I was like, "Oh, even better. Good for you." I'm glad. It's like, so she must have read those books and she must have somewhat of knowledge of Gandalf to take it to that.
See, because it's funny because your statement when she was like, "I know," you were like, "Never mind, she's not a nerd." And I told her that, she just kind of looked at me. She's like, "Well, why would he call me a nerd and then say I'm not?" And it's like, because he recognizes that you are a nerd, and the way that he's going to insult you is by saying that you're not.
It's by taking it away from her. Like, I gotta take that away. So it's like, you can't have all that. Give it back. Oh.
Memories. Hey, Cody, what are you doing?
Telling Josh to take a giant step back and go fuck his own mouth.
Holy shit! That wow.
No, it's just the way that I communicate with Josh, I suppose.
No, it's just the way you communicate with all of your friends. It's
Yeah.
a love-hate relationship with everybody.
Dude, I tell you guys all the time that I fucking hate you, and you just keep fucking calling me back.
I know. So you'd think we'd get the hint.
I know, like still,
Apparently, we all just love the abuse.
which is just weird, right? But yeah, I tell my friends on a regular basis that I don't like them, but they continuously call me back all the fucking time. I don't get it. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me, but apparently it's a thing. You just gotta do that. So, you know, to friends.
Shut the fuck up and drink your beer.
So, how you think you're gonna like this new job?
Well, I'm not going to go into detail about it just because I know they're very hush hush on a lot of the stuff that they're doing out there. But honestly, I think it's going to be challenging in its own right. There's a lot of potential, earning potential, growth potential. You know, and I honestly see that there's going to be a lot more support than what I've seen in the past in my previous job. So I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Yeah, how you feeling about getting audited at the end of the year?
Come again?
Dude, you're gonna get fucking audited this year by the IRS. Like, they're gonna fucking audit you.
How dare you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby?
Dude, I'm not even wishing it on you. I just know it's gonna happen. Well, because
Thanks,
you
Cody.
said... Well, you said...
Appreciate it right there, bud.
Yeah, well, you said...
Well, and before you go any further on that, my finances are nobody else's business, so don't dive any further in that, please, and thank you. Especially not on the internet, of all places.
We'll revisit this later on down the road, and we'll talk about how Jason's audit's going next year.
Tell you what, at that point in time, yes, we can revisit this conversation.
Nice. I can't fucking wait to talk to you about that. It's gonna be so awesome. I can't wait. It's gonna be golden, man. Oh, so this...
You know, most people actually, wish good things about their friends and their lives and what they choose to do. No, my friend hopes and wishes that I have an IRS audit when I file my taxes.
I literally just got through telling you that I don't like any of my friends, and now you're all like, "Oh, he treats me like shit." I wonder why. I don't fucking get it.
Now everybody's starting to understand why it is that I sit here and just talk shit to him all day long. Call him a fat piece of shit. Because it's really the only thing I got.
God damn it, he drinks beer and eats red meat and he's chubby, the son of a bitch. At least I'm not gonna get fucking audited by the
Uh,
IRS. So, you picked up a gift for yourself today as well, though, didn't you? You
yes,
picked
I
up
did. I'm not gonna lie.
picked
You
up a
know,
good little set of Cards Against Humanity. So, now, question about the Cards Against Humanity. Like, when you went to this little gaming store and you were there, was that the only set of cards that they had? Did they only have one set,
oh
or
God, no.
was there like there was more, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Like, how many more
I
boxes
mean,
were there?
that's just like the standard set that I got. That was
Yeah.
$35. They had one that, quite honestly, was like you could easily have fit 3 of those things in this fucking set. Okay, I mean
Yeah.
it's fucking massive.
Oh no, yeah, that's
I
why.
didn't even bother to ask how much that one was. And
Yeah,
then,
well, that's why I asked is because
but
like-
that's not all that they had. They had more.
oh no, yeah, but that's like I always see things like on the internet like from Cards Against Humanity, and they're like, oh yo, we're gonna add like this many cards and this many cards and blah blah blah. Actually, really quick, I don't know how you feel about that box. Like, you did just get the box. Like, it's a pretty cool little box that it came in. Are you gonna cut it open to see if there's a mystery card inside the box?
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about that. I completely totally spaced on that. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to have to do that. In fact, let's do it right now. Let's
Yeah, do it.
share with all of you good viewers out there.
Yeah, do we have a knife? There's got to be a knife. That's my pig sticker, man. There should be a Gerber knife right over there on that table, I think, right? Or maybe in the box. Let me check this little box right here real fast.
Because honestly, I'm sitting there trying to...
It's supposed to be like in the top, my dude. Like, yeah, so like flip the box open like over, and then you're supposed to like cut the top of it open.
You know what? Here, I'm going to let you go for it since you apparently know where it's at. Yeah, I'm going to make you do something today since all you did was sit around and eat fucking... Was it,
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch and watch cartoons. You got to be a productive member of society right now. Ooh,
Ooh,
nice. Not the razor blade over there, the authentic...
straight razor.
There you go.
That's how men cut cardboard with a straight razor.
Yeah, just hang tight. He's actually cutting into it right now.
Yeah, let's see if we can't pop this top open and see if there's actually a mystery card.
Yeah, it actually it's kind of like Christmas. I'm going to be disappointed if there's nothing there.
Yeah, then I'm gonna get blamed for destroying the box.
It was like the random card that I pulled out earlier. It's like instead of bringing coal to all the bad kids this year, Santa Claus is bringing all the kids. Yeah.
What was it? Tentacle porn?
Yeah, that was-
Yeah, nice. That's just
So
funny.
what I did was I opened up the box today when I got here, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to randomly pull out one white card and one black card and see what I get. And that's what I got, was that nice little gem right there.
All right.
Sometime today would be nice.
Well, see, like, I'm just trying to, like, cut the top open to preserve the box. But it doesn't seem to be multi-layered. Like, it seems to just be, like, one piece of cardboard, I believe.
Oh, and here's a little warning or, disclaimer, or do not do this at home. Cody's had quite a few beers, and he's sitting here playing around. So,
Yeah, definitely not a good idea to do this.
yeah. So if we have to cut this episode short, just know this because I'm rushing him to the hospital because he, just cut off his finger.
If the last thing you hear in this episode is fuck. I don't know, man. I don't want to fucking break your whole box, though, but...
But like I said, if you actually look at it, it doesn't seem like there was anything there. So this very well could be just a wild goose chase. Oh, and by the way, as far as back to that story about the boxes and all that, so they had that one large box. They had the normal box that I got. Then they had like 3 or 4 different colored expansion sets. You know, you had the red, the blue, green, blah blah blah. Each one of those was $30. The actual set was 35, and each one of those was 35 for like, or $30 for like half the size.
Oh,
Of
half
that
the size of this box?
Yeah, they were expansions.
What a fucking bunch of cocks. Well, I guess. Well, they did invent a halfway decent game. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, plenty of good times getting drunk playing this game. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to hit. We're gonna have to hit some folks up and see what it's all about tonight, and see if we can't get a game in.
Oh, I'm down.
That almost ended in a fuck moment.
Oh, I heard the blade slip from over here, and I heard it through the mic, so I guarantee everybody else heard it too. Yeah, and on this at this point in time, Cody has officially just said "fuck the box." I don't think there's anything there, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, dude. I think it's a fucking wild goose chase. Yeah.
Fucking liars.
Well, yeah, because it seems like it seems like there's a lip there underneath that, but there's no way to get like underneath the rest of it. Yeah, dude, save your box. We looked, man. Fuck, try to do a box opening, but fuck us, right?
The world is just full of disappointments every day, and Cody, you're one of them.
We're really gonna go into the disappointment conversation again. Did this like yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm repeating myself.
Yeah. No creativity, man. I'm telling you.
No. We have established this.
It's a well-known fact.
Right. It's common knowledge at this point.
But that does kind of suck that there's not like a random card
No,
within that. That would have been a pretty cool. That would have been a pretty cool little thing to find.
Since there's not a random card, I'm going to have Cody pick out 2 random cards out of here, and we'll share that nice little one with you. Since we're disappointed, there's no reason that you got to be disappointed too.
Fair enough. All right. Let's see what we got here.
No,
Oh, that's perfect. It's a double Carter. Nice.
oh.
So, I've never truly understood blank until I encountered blank.
This could be good, and it could just be complete total garbage. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know. Well, you do get a fair amount of cards in here, which isn't bad.
Right.
All right, so let's see. It's not bad. So it's the way that I'm gonna go with the 2 cards that I have is I've never truly understood the hustle until I encountered heartwarming orphans.
Wow.
Oh, 50 Cent would be proud, my dear.
And it all comes back full circle.
We're not gonna get better than that. We'll just end the episode. We're done, man.
I do apologize for the fact that this one was probably a slow starter, but I think we made up for it in the end.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. But like we said, that these episodes here, like without Chris, we're just kind of fucking around. Just trying to get everything going. We don't want to like try to put out like one episode every week. I mean, try to put out like an episode every couple days, and just try to, like I said yesterday, just try to develop some content on the channel so that maybe if somebody does pick up a structured episode, that they'll have some other just fucking garbage to go back to. I guess like they'll have something else.
Either way, props to everybody that's actually gone through and really actually listened to these things.
Yeah, no, yeah, good. Not bad support to start. It's appreciated, it really is.
Yeah, it is. Family, friends, thank you guys so much for taking the time to actually check this stuff out as well. It's awesome. Appreciate you.
Yeah, really, really sorry if we ruined anybody's expectations of what this was going to be, or who we are as people.
You know what I'd like to say. Actually, one of the guys that I used to work with, the graveyard supervisor, he taught me this one. No expectations, no disappointments.
Yeah, but there's like people that I talk to on a regular basis that I don't know. I guess I don't hate with every ounce of my being. So it's like, you know,
Well, I know I
like,
don't fall into that category.
yeah. So they have a completely different understanding of the actual person that I am. And then they're gonna be like, God, you pumped 6 beers into this son of a bitch, and it just goes, you know, it all goes to shit. Like, Jesus.
Oh hell, man, they could have come to me, and I would have told them that a long time ago.
Why do you think I don't let you meet anybody else that I know?
Is that why? Oh, and here I thought all this time you were just ashamed of me.
That's
Now I know now I know it's really that you're ashamed of yourself.
No, that's exactly what I am. I'm ashamed of you, but I guess I can't let everybody else know that I'm a. God damn it! You said it yesterday, and now I know why. Although at least I'm not that fucking guy that we saw at 7-Eleven today. Did you fucking see that dude in the black Mustang with the top down today?
Yeah, I saw that.
The wife beater dude that
Yep.
was like too good to stand in line. And then he was just like playing rap music. I was just like, dude, this dude needs to go back to New Jersey, like fucking right now.
It's a Jersey thing. It's just a Jersey thing.
Like, what a
understand. It's just a Jersey thing.
yeah, like what a fucking tool. What a tool. God, that trip to 7-Eleven. And then we stood behind like these two like 16-year-old girls that bought like $40 worth of snacks.
They bought like everything that you could possibly think of to fucking snack on, and then
Dude,
they're
I'm
standing
telling you.
there, and they were still picking shit out as they're at the register, and it's like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Wow.
Like,
And I was like half expecting them to like walk out and like, you know, there'd be like a group of them or some shit like that. No, it was just these fucking two, and they take off, and it's like, what the fuck?
yeah. Well, they're probably like, oh, we'll get Sean to go buy us some weed at the dispensaries tonight, and then we're just gonna sit around and eat snacks. You know, so like, that's what I was thinking. Like, I was like, because everybody's all up on this hype that the dispensaries and it's legal after tonight at midnight. At midnight, it's
But your
legal.
boss could still fire you for it.
That's what I wish that they do. I just wish that they would strike THC from the fucking drug testing list. Like, I mean, like, that'd be the greatest thing about it. If they just strike it from like, just strike it. Like, why?
I mean, honestly, like I myself personally don't really care. You know, I don't smoke weed anymore. I haven't for years. You know, but you know what? Plain and simple, people they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do, regardless. And honestly, if they're not hurting anybody else, let them do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah. That's why, well, it would be interesting to, like, go to the dispensary openings tonight and, like, people watch.
But again, if I've actually paid attention and understood this correctly, it's going to be those that possess liquor licenses. They're the ones that are going to be able to sell as of July 1st, not the dispensaries. Dispensaries are still going to be medical shit to people with medical cards. Whereas
Yeah, unless they switch their licensing from medical to recreational. Because there's already stores here right now that sell, and they have been since the law got passed.
Yeah.
So, like, if they change their licensing to recreational, then they're going to be able to sell. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I just want to people watch the line. Because there's going to be, like, the open people that are like, there's going to be the hippies that are standing there. But then there's going to be the people that are in, like, a hoodie with sunglasses on at midnight. Like they're in a Corey Hart song. And then they're going to have a hat on. Like, you know, I wear my sunglasses at night. Did you not catch that reference? All right.
I did. It's just, it wasn't funny.
Oh. Fair enough. I didn't realize. But so like there's gonna be people that are like in a hoodie with their glasses on, with a hat, and they're gonna be like all hunched over, shoulders up, and you're just gonna be like, I wonder what that person does for a living and why he has to hide. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel me? You feel me?
He's a fucking cop. And he doesn't want to get busted buying weed.
Well, did you know that that Sparks is pushing the law back? Sparks is pushing back the dispensary sales, or the, I don't know, the fucking liquor license sales, whatever you're saying. Sparks is pushing it back like 15 days. So in Reno, probably shouldn't broadcast where we live.
Too late.
So
I mean, come on. Besides, most people listening to this, I mean, honestly, all they got to do is we keep sharing these things on Facebook. All they got to do is go to our Facebook page and be like, "Oh, lives in Reno, lives in Sparks."
why would you just help people find out where? Like, why are you helping people? Stop it. Anyways,
So Cody lives at 131. No, I'm just kidding.
how dare you? But so like Sparks is still being a bunch of fucking pricks because they're always that way. But they're like pushing it back, like 2 weeks, like the law, and I'm like, I don't understand how that works. Yeah, we got like, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here in a minute. So, I just wanted to put that piece out there. This is gonna be a little bit longer. We'll be there. Yeah, we'll be in an hour here in a few minutes. But I just wanted to put that piece out there that they're pushing it back, and I don't understand how that works. Like how can the state pass it and then Sparks is just like, well, go fuck yourselves.
Maybe they just don't have all the proper paperwork in place for whatever the hell they need to do.
Well, see,
I don't know. I don't work for the fucking government. I don't work for the state. I don't work for the county. Or even the city. I really couldn't fucking tell you. Or, I'm sorry, was that a rhetorical question?
Yeah. For fuck's sake.
Like, see what I have to live with, guys? Go.
They already know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, this is me and all of my flaws. Just take me as I am, please.
You're like begging for it, please. Fucking stupid.
Remember that comment I made earlier about not being as stupid as I look? Well, I just proved it. I am as stupid as I look.
Shit's fucking funny though. See what happens when you put a few beers in Jason? Like, please accept me. I don't want to be an outcast. I love you. Please. 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 Ease.
Alright, I think we're about ready to call this one so we can actually sit around and maybe play some Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, we're probably going to go try to party a little bit on Friday and pretend that we're still young, I suppose. God, it's just like, you know when you just get like totally just annihilated and it takes you like 2 days to recover? God, I hate this.
So on some days on the weekend when I've been out drinking with everybody that I don't answer my phone the next day. I'm dead to the world.
Nah, that's just your fucking excuse.
You kidding me? No.
Well, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I never fucking call you. So, like, don't tell people that I call you. It's a lie. I'll send you a text message every once in a while, but that don't mean shit.
No, actually, that is a true statement. You don't call anybody, and in fact, you are one of those people that will sit there and send me a text, and as soon as I get that text, instead of typing out some long ass response or whatever, I find it more convenient to call you. I'll pick up the phone and just call your ass, and you will not pick up, and it pisses me off to no end because it's like, motherfucker, you just sent me a text.
No, I'm one of those people that if you call me on the cell phone, like if you call me on my cell phone, I'll respond like 20 seconds after the call like goes to voicemail. I'll send you a text message that says what.
No, but see, that right there would actually be nice to even be able to leave you a voicemail. No, because you know what I get? this subscriber has a voicemail that has not been set up. So I don't even get that opportunity. It just cuts me off.
Because if work calls me, I don't want to delete the voicemail. Oh, that's so funny. Oh man, I've had my phone for like I've had like the same phone number for like 2 years, and I still haven't set my fucking voicemail. Oh
All right,
man,
on that note, so
Yeah.
we're going to go ahead and call this matter, I guess.
I gotta go set my fucking voicemail up.